Okay, let's talk about the watch TV mode. If I'm watching TV, I press the info key on the remote. That will bring up the channel banner. On the left, you can see the channel icon 11 Alive. And next to it, we have the channel number 11.1. Below that, the color signal icon indicates that this is an ATSC 3 channel. If it was ATSC 1, that the signal icon would be in pure white. And below that, 94 is the overall signal quality. Now, I should mention the channel banner keeps timing out, so I have to periodically press the info key to bring it back up again, in case you're wondering why the channel banner keeps going down and coming back up. So next to the channel number, we have the channel name, WXIA-TV. And below it, the colored key indicates that this is an encrypted ATSC 3 channel. To the right, we got today, the title of the program. Below it, the start and end time of the program. And the gray line is the duration of the program. And the red line with the little ball at the end of it is the duration of the pause buffer. And the little red ball with halo around it is the current location in the pause buffer. To the right of that, we got the 1080p logo indicating this is a 1080 progressive program. To my knowledge, not too many stations are currently broadcasting in ATSC 3 4K. But it's my understanding that will change in the future. But regardless, if your ZapperBox is connected to a 4K TV, it will always upscale everything to 4K before sending it to your TV over the HDMI cable. So 480i, 720p, 1080i, 1080p, all will be upscaled to 4K if the ZapperBox is connected to a 4K TV. If you connect it to an HD or 1080p TV, then everything will be in 1080p. Also, the HDR logo below the 1080p logo, it's kind of dimmed out. It's in gray. That's because the HDMI capture device that I'm using for this recording does not support HDR. So because of that, even though this program is in HDR, because my capture device doesn't support it, the logo is grayed out. Now, if my ZapperBox was connected to a TV that did support HDR, then the logo would be in bright white, similar to the 1080p logo above it. And then to the right, we got the TV rating. In this case, it's G. And to the right of that, we got the Dolby Audio logo. And above it is the current time of the day. Now, in watch TV mode, while I'm watching TV, if I press the OK key on the remote, that will pause the video. And if I press it again, the video starts playing. If I want to go back in the pause buffer, with each click of the left arrow key, I go back by about 10 seconds. So I can click it multiple times. And the video starts playing once I stop clicking. Similarly, if I hit the right arrow key, I can skip forward by 30 seconds. I can rewind by holding the left arrow key down, and once I let go, the video will start playing at the new location in the pause buffer. In the same way, if I hold down the right arrow key, I can fast forward, and again, once I let go, the video should start playing at the new position in the pause buffer. Another thing I should mention is the ZapperBox has two different types of pause buffer. There's a standard 5-minute pause buffer that does not require external storage. That pause buffer is implemented inside the ZapperBox's internal memory. There's also an extended 1-hour pause buffer that does require an external storage for the pause buffer. And you can choose between the two from the system menu. So if I hit the menu key, go to settings, you won't have this menu on top because this is an advanced feature that hasn't been released yet. But if you press the menu key on your remote, it should take you into this system setting that I'm showing now. And from here, you can go to storage and go to pause buffer. Right now, my pause buffer is in on mode, which means I'm getting the extended 1 hour pause buffer. If I hit OK, that will turn the pause buffer to off mode, which means I'm using the standard 5-minute pause buffer. Now, a note of caution is if using the standard 5-minute pause buffer, as I mentioned before, the ZapperBox does not use your external storage. But if you use the extended 1 hour, then ZapperBox will use your external storage and will be continuously writing to the external storage for the pause buffer. Because it is continuous writing, we do not recommend using the extended 1 hour pause buffer with flash type external storage devices, because it could cause premature wearing of your flash device. However, if using a magnetic type hard disk drives, then there should be no problem, and the use of extended pause buffer should be just fine. So let me hit the menu key again to get rid of that system menu. While you're watching TV, if you press the zap key, that will bring up the quick menu. From here, I can turn closed captioning on. I can turn it off. You can also choose your audio track. In this case, we don't have anything exciting to talk about for this program. You can go to the hide show menu. In here, these are all the channels that are on the current RF channel that I'm tuned to. In my case, all the ATSC 3 channels are on the RF channel 31. So I have 5 programs on that RF channel. I can hide all of them. I can show all of them. Or I can hide a single channel from the menu. If you hide the channel, it will not show up in the guide. Also, when you're channel surfing, but hitting the up and down arrow keys, you will not be able to tune to a hidden channel. They will be skipped during the channel surfing. But you can still tune to them directly by entering the channel number. For example, even though channel 17-1 is hidden, I can, on the remote, key in 17.1 and press OK, and that will still tune to channel 17-1, even though it is hidden. So go ahead and show that. And the last one on the bottom is the signal meter. You can turn that on by pressing OK. The signal meter gives you some detailed information about the signal. In this case, we're tuned to an ATSC 3 signal. The tuner is locked. Now, this locked is different than the encryption lock. This is actually the tuner locking onto the carrier frequency. So keep that in mind. And below it, we got the channel number, RF channel 31, the frequency, signal strength, signal to noise ratio, and on the bottom is this overall signal quality. In this case, we're at 94% percentile, which is pretty solid, and we should not have any issues with macro blocking or anything like that. Now, you can press the zap key, and that will get rid of the quick menu, but the signal meter will stay on. And then you can tune to different channels and monitor your signal quality. This can become handy if you're trying to set up your antenna, and it can help you to point your antenna in the direction for the optimum signal reception for all your channels. And once you're done, you can go ahead and hit the zap key, get the quick menu. You can turn the signal meter off, and that will, and then hit the zap key again, get rid of the quick menu.